Я поговорю по-английски и по-русски, потому что, к сожалению, я не подготовил все. If there is anybody, спасибо, who doesn't understand English, not a problem. Потому что я, okay, you're all looking very relaxed. I will be very, very противник сегодня. Потому что я не получил, может быть, full briefing до мероприятия, поэтому I'm going to be противник because I want to challenge you a little bit. So my first question is, why are we here? I'm not entirely quite sure why we are here. I thought we might have a little bit of sparring, как противник. I think he's British. I think he might be mayor of Kiev. Yeah, mayor of Kiev. Yes. Может быть, кандидат. Okay, but then on the other hand, wrong way. I realised today is quite an important day. Школьники, первый день. Right? You won't be like, I don't know. Actually, that's a Ukrainian photograph. Ukraine, Kazakhstan, я не знаю. Россия. But let's just start very quickly. So you probably know who I am. I'm going to very quickly ask, just go through, so why are you here? What you want from me, for example?
We think you best example. we just need look for real British man.
Okay.
And show us how we must try. Yes.
Okay.
Выбрать одежду.
Why are you here?
Same reason.
For the same reason? Anything else?
I'd like to know something interesting about business style.
Business style, okay, I sort of got business style earlier. Anybody else want to say anything? No? No? Okay, let me just ask a different question. Who do you work for? Who do you represent?
I work for Vadim.
I work for Vadim.
And I can just explain why I'm here listening to you. Yeah, so I hope that you can give us some examples of British style. Is it really true that all these styles, casual, business casual, I don't know, traditional? Maybe you can describe some examples from you.
Okay, I might do that later. После момента противника, no? Anything else? Any other different ideas? Or who do you represent?
Credit analysis.
For
I'm economist.
economist,
Yes.
economist. Sure.
I want to say what I want to hear from you. Is there any difference between British and Belarusian style?
Oh,
What is special in Belarusian business style?
okay, that's fine. I might be able to answer that, probably not. Anybody else? Anybody? The very smart gentleman with the suit and tie. For sure.
I represent a company which works with Russian students.
Oh, okay, Russian students.
Yes, but we work not get in touch and face to face. We work by online.
Online. Yes, the strange world online. Okay. So I will say, it's probably the wrong place to go. Oh no, I will go there. I will just say very quickly, I was given a brief that really just said, we're concerned, we haven't had business success, we've had some disappointments, particularly dealing in Britain. То есть это как, это я знаю хорошо, это не просто. Потому что, конечно, я думаю, что существует один ответ к вопросу о одежде и так далее. Я не знаю, нет. What I want to do is make you think a bit more about the question. Because I don't think there is one right answer. It's all about the situation that you were in. So if I can remember my next... yes! This is me! Okay, actually I'm Bruce. But the first thing I want to think about your expectations. Ожидания, потому что это очень важно. Я посол. Я посол. I have no idea what you expect. So the first question. Сколько людей, это сегодня первый раз вы или встречаете, или как видите, или познакомиться со мной, who has never ever heard, see, or even I suppose heard me on the radio? Any quick, who's never ever? One person only. Repeat the question.
Yeah.
So, let me do it in English, let me do it in Russian. Who has never ever seen me before? Who's never ever... потому что это как вопрос ожидания, это a fundamental element. This is so important. Now look at me. So look, what do you think? Do I look like an ambassador?
No.
Почему нет? Come on. Why not?
You know, like a British too.
I like a British too. Хорошо. Okay, anything else? What else? What's wrong with me?
You don't look like a Belarusian ambassador.
I don't look like a Belarusian ambassador, that's fine. Anything else?
Like a smart man.
Smart casual.
Dressed as smart casual, okay.
Expect something like businessman.
No, that's fine. No, that's good. I like it. You expect something different. Is that right or wrong? I don't know. You need to know. Any other thoughts? Any thoughts about my particular dress? So just stand up. Anybody see? What do you think? What is the particular sort of things about me today? Any thoughts?
Smart glasses.
Smart glasses.
Smart glasses.
Okay, smart glasses. Anything else? Any other thoughts? So what should I change? Let's put the other way. What should I change?
For this situation, nothing.
Okay, it's a good answer. Ну, потому что, конечно, это как, может быть, это как день школьники, это день для как знания новых школ, поэтому это как первый раз. Добрый день, вот, хорошо. It's not a problem. I'm here today. I hope I'm going to entertain you. I'm not trying to impress you, but I'm dressing a little bit чуть-чуть, как разная, как одежда. That's probably wrong, but anyway. So look very quickly, I will be perfectly frank, I have got socks on. Ужас. These are my best Italian moccasins. Потому что это как, конечно, удобно. I want to be comfortable. I'm performing. I don't usually do much of this. I want to be relaxed. I want to be mellow. But I have to have a photo later, so I have got my best shirts on, and I do have my jacket. But different situation. Okay, the normal diplomatic situation. Should I be like this? Any thoughts?
No.
Yes? Yes. Okay, хорошо. Which one? Yes, of course. No, go on. Oh, here we go. Of course, I am the ambassador. But I play a very, very important role. I might look a little bit more like this if I was being an ambassador. Это, конечно, коллеги из России, господин Александр Александрович Суриков, коллеги из Ирака, господин Хайдар Аль-Хади. К сожалению, я без фотографов коллеги из Эмиратов, потому что он всегда ведет national costume. К сожалению, я без. But those look like ambassadors. They look like ambassadors?
Yeah.
Okay. No?
Yeah.
No? No?
It looks like a veterans.
Вот, это как наш, это как старый человек, конечно. Это старый человек. Ему 74 года. Это достаточно, на самом деле, для посла. Вот. I'm not sure what you all do, but you all in your own way will represent your organizations. You, as far as I understand from the details I was given, some of you want to know, how am I going to go out, bring in sales, bring in new investors, bring in people to help my company? If you are doing that, I suggest you're actually not so different from being an ambassador. If you have expectations of an ambassador, when you go out, people will have expectations of you. I dress smartly. I dress like a Briton because that's what people expect, but I also know I'm constantly on show. So the one thing, if there's any message or any entertainment, when you go out, because this is what I understand is the problem, называется проблема финансов, проблема продаж, проблема как впечатление вашей компании. Это очень важный первый раз. The brilliant first impression. You are the ambassadors of your organisation. So just as I came in and looked, he's very relaxed and great. He's in a nice environment. Это просто, это никак посол. Хорошо. But think of it. This is a relaxed situation. When I go to any event, I have to be ready because the television cameras may be on me, and I need to be immediately smart, recognisable, and representing 63 million people with an income more or less, just over $1.1 trillion. So I've got to look good. And I don't look good today, really. I'm dirty. No socks. But I've got nice glasses. My hair is good. Done my teeth. Very small things, but it's not just dress. First, sorry, I've jumped. Death by PowerPoint. Смерть через PowerPoint. Может быть, из-за PowerPoint. But this is really important. The first impression you make is actually going to be the most important. Get it right at the start. But you do not represent 63 billion people. You will not represent an economy of $1.1 trillion. You will not represent or have the expectations that people will think of you as Britain. Your job is easy, mine is very difficult. But this first impression, извините, потому что я знаю, это очень скучно. Читать текст or PowerPoint. This concept of thin slicing is so important. Please, you need to be ready. К сожалению, не работает хорошо. Oh, yes, sorry, point. This is a little bit relaxed. And the important point is, the second important point, of course, is you know all these people. Yes?
Not all.
Okay.
Steve Jobs, Sergey Brin, Mark Zuckerberg.
Anglicanen! Sir Timothy Berners-Lee. Как отец интернета.
Oh, yes.
Ну, это как его роль как Godfather интернета очень важна. И женщина.
Точка.
No?
Facebook, no. What's in Facebook? I do not know.
Yahoo?
No.
Sheryl Sandberg, please. The richest woman in America, almost почти сейчас. Sheryl Sandberg. And who's the most smartly dressed? Of course I chose the pictures, yes. Who is the one that you will trust your children with? Who is the one you will give your money to? Who is the one you will give your intellectual property to? The secret of your success, your business model, you'll give it to her, I think. But she won't, well, of course, maybe, because she's smart, she's looking at you. I tell you, whenever you see Sheryl Sandberg, you think, my God, she's a serious woman. Извините, потому что для меня сейчас в Великобритании у нас она очень известна, потому что она писала книгу, называется «Lean-In». Это как номер один feminist tract of the moment.
It was translated in Russian lately, and
Вот.
you can buy it on .by if you are interested.
Some of the things she says are controversial. She's not everybody's favourite businesswoman icon, but my goodness me, if you've ever heard her speak, if you've seen how she behaves, if you see how she attracts people's attention, you think, wow. With all due respect, Steve Jobs may be a great technician, but you were only interested in his iPad. You weren't interested in Steve Jobs. The problem is, извините, они как сейчас, у них много успехов, у вас немного. They don't need to dress to impress. They already know. You are not. Я немного. This is my failed word cloud. Извините, потому что я не знаю, как работает word cloud generators по интернету. Это очень трудно. This is the thinking ahead of the 6 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds, and я не знаю, thin slicing, first impression, первое впечатление. It is dress. It's the most obvious thing, the biggest part of your body. But it's not just dress. Please. It could be glasses. Yes. I'm glad you like my glasses. You like my glasses? Отлично. Спасибо. Спасибо. Очень приятно. It could be something as simple as eye contact. So you can be beautifully dressed, but if you like this, it's got to be the whole thing in 6 to 10 seconds. Я знаю, одежда это очень важно как фактор. But it's not just. Okay? Scent. And the most important piece of equipment I have is I always carry it. Spray. Потому что у меня коллеги, внутри дипломатический корпус, к сожалению, это очень правда, они очень умничают, немного умничают. Hello! How are we doing for time? Что я плюс. No, not too long. Good, okay. So, first impressions. The question is, oh, wrong way. 1 of 10, 20, 30. How do you stand out in that short time? I think there's a simple answer. I won't give you a simple answer, but I've given you one thought. Remember, you have to be the ambassador. You have to be the ambassador for your business idea, ambassador for your company, the ambassador to the Russian students, посол, я не знаю, инженер, может быть, посол банка. It doesn't matter who you are, you've got to be ready to represent and look smart. You do need to stand out. Oh, wrong way again. So my second thought is, yes, you do need to dress to impress. У меня пример, и это как человек в Беларуси, это как имя, фамилия не важно, но на самом деле у нас также, пример, хороший пример. Первый раз я познакомился с ним, is that right? С ним, да. Он вел килт. Что килт? Это человек очень интересно. Но потому что это как встреча, прием или что-то любителей виски. Отлично. Мне нравится, потому что этот человек любит не только виски, но также культуру Шотландии. He was dressed for the part. Второй раз мы встретились на whisky-tasting. Вы whisky-tasting, вы или на whisky-tasting, не важно, вышло. И как наш коллег, очень smart костюм. Я говорил, может быть, как максимум 10 минут с ним. Это уже еще у меня как имидж этого человека. He's a smart guy. I mean, he's smart. I have no idea what he does. I don't care particularly, but I know if I see him, he's a smart guy. I have an impression. You will have the same problem, perhaps, when you are facing your competition to attract your students, to attract your business partners or whatever. So you've got to make an impression. I'm being a bit superficial. He doesn't need to impress. She does, whoever she is, because we don't know what she's doing. But what do we think about her? She's smart, he's scruffy. When he opens his mouth and tells me he owns Facebook, I'm going to stand up to attention. When she opens her mouth, I will listen to her. Хорошо. Oh, wrong way. But dressing to impress is tricky. I believe there is no right answer, because it will depend on the situation. Это вечера, во время вечеринки. И, конечно, это я думаю, что это актер. Конечно, это во время, это как продвижение Ryder Cup, это как турнир гольфа между Европой и США. И это как вид маркетинга. Ну, это очень смарт. И может быть, как председатель виски хорошо. But it's very specific what he's dressed for. You could be beautifully dressed like David. Может быть, наш номер один человек, как известный, самый известный человек из Великобритании, Дэвид Бекхэм. Хорошо, отлично, great model, but осторожно, он известен, он как... I have to be balanced. The women. This is? Lady Gaga. Отлично. Lady Gaga. You know about her, but she's in a very specific business. You are not going to flash unless you are a singer and you want attention. Sorry, I'm saying lots of this in English, but I'll carry on. One thing I was taught, the most important thing I was told before I came to Belarus about dressing, because we have all sorts of briefing. We don't get very much on dressing, we get very little. But the one thing they said to me was, whatever you do, you have to be authentic. And I said, what does that mean, please? Что значит authentic? And I didn't really get a straight answer, to be frank. But part of the answer is simple. If you think you want to go to Britain and impress the Brits, don't dress like David Beckham. Потому что это только премьер. Он очень известен, он не футболист, не бизнесмен. If you're a woman, well, you might want to dress like Lady Gaga. But there is a balance between impressing and projecting yourself. Whoops, what is this authenticity thing? I've just found, извините, потому что это по-русски подлинность. Я не знал, это может быть аутентичность. So these are the most sort of, perhaps, в этом году, может быть, самые известные люди из Беларуси. Это как это спортсменка. Я знаю, это как качество фото, это хорошо. Это наша Юра, да? Юра Тео Юра. I have no idea, I have no great thoughts of what being an authentic Belarusian is. But those are the two most famous people if you do the Google search. Belarusians, well-dressed, known in the world. Домрачева, Азаренко иногда, но в этом году, может, это проблема травмы. И сейчас Домрачева после Олимпиады и Тео. И потом, если это вопрос, how can I think about looking beyond, because I don't know enough about what being authentic in Belarus is. So I did a quick search for the best dressed international business people. This is not quite all the answers, because of course, конечно, это как спортсмен, это как премьер-министр, but they are your classically boring, uniformed British suit. Хорошо. But these people are, again, very successful people. Это женщина из Франции, это как Кристин Лагард, сейчас еще, still, глава фонда мировой МВД. Это как Марго Скардина, это как неизвестно, но как бизнесвумен, она бизнесменка, она был глава Pearson, то есть Pearson издатели, много, Economist, Financial Times, много книги и так далее. Это, конечно, Cheryl, because I'm a great fan of Cheryl and Salmon. Это как номер 2 женщина в Италии. Не, это очень скучно, но она Мюча Прада. Мюча Прада очень успешная businesswoman, an opera, of course, who is, I think, most, well, no, after Cheryl, she is stinking rich, a lot of money. But actually, the thing is that they're quite understated. And I was trying to think about how can I get a bit of an answer to this question about authenticity. Yeah. And I came up with these qualities. Потому что это очень важно. Confidence. There's no point dressing smart if you don't look confident. So it's dressing. But confidence is a very, very complicated thing. You've got to be comfortable. Some women prefer being tall in heels. Хорошо, отлично. If you're comfortable, if you feel you can project confidence, wear the heels every time. Do it. But if you feel, don't wear them. Be comfortable. Be credible. You can wear the British suit. You can wear the British suit. You can have the Italian hair. You can have the French music one. But if when you open your mouth, when you open your mouth and shake your hand and you don't shake the hand properly, you will not project yourself. Clothes are part of your body, they're just the outer skin. You need to have clothes that will make you feel and look confident, that you're comfortable in. Я думаю, что это как вместе, как пара. Being comfortable will make you confident, but also credible. Что значит credible? Потому что я знаю, это не просто. If on the first meeting you wear a kilt, and if on the second meeting you wear a suit, and then if on the third meeting I discovered that my beautifully dressed contact knows nothing about whiskey, he does, but if I'm just giving you an example, he has given me a false impression. And that actually is sometimes worse. If you're going to dress to impress, please be able to impress not just with yourself, but about the product, about the business model, about the idea, about the partners, and about what you want from the meeting. You can dress the most beautiful way possible, but it is not everything. Я противник сегодня, да? So there is this balance. Well dressed, prepared, готовки и так далее. И как aftercare, продукция. It's not important what it is. You've got to have a balance that will work. That's why I think there is no right answer on dress, but other people can give it to you. Согласны или нет? Потому что это как я повторю. Да? Хорошо? Okay. Comfortable, confident, and credible. Oh. Be the ambassador for your business idea. Dress to impress, but be confident, comfortable, and credible about what it is you're doing in that first 10 seconds. Spend an hour being dressed properly, spend 5 hours reading up what it is that you are selling that day. Отлично. So, confidence. Comfort. Конечно, это как наш, это, я не знаю, это что это как... Да, конечно, да. Я думаю, что это как немецкая компания. Я не знаю, это как Dove. No, but they're very comfortable. Очень smart. But my God, compared to most of the politicians of today, может быть, кроме Англии, she had credibility. What? Нет, я не знаю. Может быть, это как только пример credibility, это не просто для меня. But you would now understand about Thatcher. What else have I got? I'm very quick today. Oh,